Most Canadians have no idea about the mortgage incentives and programs that are offered by the governments and the banks in Canada. Watch this video because I want you to stop leaving money on the table and learn all of the tricks that the wealthiest Canadians are doing. In 2025, the first-time homebuyers incentive is now gone with the wind, and new programs have come in place in its place. So let's get into all of the programs that are being offered by the government and by the banks for Canadian citizens and permanent residents. The first one most people don't know about is the home buyer credit. This is where the government gives you up to $10,000 as a credit on your taxes for first-time home buyers. So basically what happens with this program is they give you a $10,000 rebate on your taxes if you're a first-time home buyer. A first-time home buyer is anyone who has not lived in a home that them or their spouse has owned in the last 4 years. Bet you didn't know that one. The next one is GST and HST rebates on new homes. So I know a lot of people don't know about this, but builders often like to keep the GST and the HST rebate. So a builder might give you a price on a house and it might say in the contract, in the fine print, that they get to keep the GST and the HST rebate, which doesn't make sense because you're paying more for the property than you think you're paying for the property. So if your home is $350,000 or less, you can get 36% of the GST rebated back to you, up to a maximum of $6,300. And 75% of the HST can be rebated back to you up to a maximum of $24,000. So you've got over $30,000 in rebates that potentially could be coming back to you if you're buying a new home. Thank me later. Next, I don't know if you've heard about it or now, but it's called the FHSA, the First Home Savings Account. Basically, what they're allowing you to do into this account is save up to $40,000 tax-free growth. So if you're contributing up to $8,000 a year is the contribution limit, you can you can invest up to $40,000, and all of it is tax-free when you deduct it. Next is the extended amortization period. Amortization is how long it's going to take for you to pay off that mortgage. And now the government's allowing up to 30 years for first-time home buyers rather than the 25 years they used to offer. This started in August of 2024, and they've improved the program and opened it up to everyone in 2025. This will help you lower your payments as well as qualify for a higher amount. Did you know that there's a land transfer tax rebate? The land transfer tax rebate, most people have no idea, but they give you between $4,000 and $8,000 depending on the province you're from when you're buying a new property or transferring a new property into your name. I've never seen anyone talk about this program, but it is awesome. Any free money is good money. That's what I think. Almost every province in Canada has a Métis down payment assistance program. I actually specialize in this program and many banks are part of it. Basically what they're doing is they're giving you up to $25,000 towards your down payment on a new property if you are Métis. You have to have your Métis card up to date. But every province is different. Some's giving a little bit more, some's giving a little bit less. In Alberta, they're giving $25,000. Make sure you call me and you ask about the Métis Down Payment Assistance Program if you are Métis. Flex Down. This is a program that's been out for a while, and for some reason, I don't see a lot of people using it. If you do not have a down payment, but you have a line of credit, then I could use your line of credit as your down payment, essentially giving you zero down. So if you're trying to find a way to buy a house and you just have not saved that down payment, then call me. We can help set you up with the line of credit itself and get you the down payment for your new house. Stop renting. That's the rule for 2025. Cash back. Cash back is a program offered by many financial institutions, but it's not something that's advertised heavily. So they give you up to 3% cash back on your real estate purchase. So essentially, your down payment would be only 2%. That's nothing. Everyone should have a house. Stated income. for all of my self-employed people. I'm self-employed myself and I know how this works. You're always striving to save money on taxes. One of the issues when you're self-employed and you're doing that is your income is lower. So I have a program where I can essentially just give a figure. Now, it has to make sense based on your industry and just state your income. This will help qualify you for a higher amount and potentially get you into the dream home that you and your family want. The New to Canada program is another one that is absolutely kick-ass. So basically with this program, it's for people that are new to Canada, permanent residents, people that are on work visas, that type of thing. And what we're doing is we can use your credit from back home to help qualify you for a mortgage in Canada. Having no credit is obviously an issue, but we can use credit sources outside of Canada. And I know you don't know this one, but city grants. So almost every city in Canada has one of these grants in place. One of the ones I'm going to talk on is the Cornerstone program. So the Cornerstone program allows the government to grant you money, not even loan you money, grant you money to build a secondary suite. And they're paying up to 35% of the value of the secondary suite. Make sure you ask me about this too, because there are other programs out there for this, and that will help you finance your portion of the Cornerstone program or whatever city grant that your city offers. Now let's talk about quick tips for you to buy a house for less money. This is the one that I was saying at the beginning of the video that I really wanted you to stay back and watch. Number one is get pre-approved for your mortgage first. That is always number one, because you want to be able to walk in confidently and potentially make an unconditional offer. That's one of the other ways that you can get a property for less. The reason an unconditional offer might work, and you can only do this if you're pre-approved for your mortgage, is because sellers are more inclined to accept an unconditional offer than a conditional offer, because it guarantees their house is sold. Next, get your realtor to put you on an automatic watch list. So if you've picked out a few properties that you're interested in, if there is a price reduction, you will get notified same day. That's another really good way, because then you can see people's motivation. If the property isn't sold and they all of a sudden reduce the price by $10,000, well, you know those people are motivated and they'll probably move more than the 10 grand they reduced it. So get on a watch list. Make multiple low offers on a property. I do this sometimes. I flip a lot of properties. So what I do is I'll make multiple offers on different properties, and I'll lowball a bunch of them, and some of them will stick. So I usually get really good deals on properties. That's the only way to really make a lot of money on real estate if you're flipping property. Next is explore different property types. I know I've talked about this in some of my other videos, but when single family homes, when everyone is looking at them and everyone is buying them, then you're probably not going to get a really good deal on the single family home. So what can you do? You can look at other property types. You can look at townhouses. You can look at condos. You can look at half duplexes, whatever. You can look at full duplexes, fourplexes, sixplexes. There's always a deal to be had, and you have to find the right property type that less people are looking at. Make sure you call me to get pre-approved for your mortgage. I have the lowest rates in Canada, and I'm the easiest way to get approved. Call me now. Thanks.